Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another match of ESEA Open. My name is Sheepy, and today I'm gonna be here providing you another match for the BloodyDevils, and of course it's the ESEA Open. After a small break, I'm glad to be here and look at some great TS. Of course, BloodyDevils at the moment at 10-1 score in the ranking system of ESEA. Just today, they're gonna have a match against opponent with 9-2, the Swedish mixed team Overdogs. As I researched before the match, I looked up that Curry and Putsk both have LJDB profiles. They played one match for King of the North Sweden national team. So I think there's gonna be a great match to watch. And by the way, BloodyDevils switched out a player as soon as he departed. That's the news that I can bring. And then we have Hasek instead of him. Meanwhile, players of the Swedish team already picking up at least some control over the middle. It's one-way smoke from Curry. At least some pressure on the backs of the Devils. But they're gonna slowly go back towards the A side as they see a guy long. But of course, there's still the fuse kill on TDH. There's no worries at the side at the moment. Meanwhile, though, short is being taken by the Swedish, and they wanna go all in into the bomb site. But of course, there are two defenders right now. That those Hasek can't defend against Fragan. He picks up the dead bomb. And there's still Mikey in the bomb site just by himself. He needs to tap all the heads down. Already makes 2 kills in a row, then a third. And dead now leaves only Drew against Xerix. 1v1, he's got only 20 HP left. One precise shot may end this round. But of course, Drew is patient and he wants to make the kill count. Of course, he misses the first shot. There's still P50 in the game. And that's how Xerix picks up the first round on the board for the Swedes. And we're gonna see probably BloodyDevils going into the eco, even though they could force as only one guy from Overdogs survived. But it seems they wanna hold their guns back and just invest into the smoke for crossing of the mill. Meanwhile, of course, Overdogs already up and long, taking the control. Their AKs and Galils. We've seen a couple of deaths from BloodyDevils recently in their matches in, of course, Playzone, Mechera Tour, or Czech Championship Tour, and ESEA. So I hope they're gonna bring some new stuff in here and spice things up. Even though Nimp is the first one, they spice it around for the Swedes. No need to hurry. That's the tempo of the Overdogs. They might just wait out here and get to the last 30 seconds, then rush out the site. They have the nades that they need, and of course, a couple of smokes. So Nim just kind of missed the flash, but also he missed the hit at the A site. There was Mikey hiding underneath. And he tries to challenge Nips. Luckily, he fails and falls to the ground. But there's still more players going up. Nips with another one. Great shot. Takes up TBH as well. USP putting the pressure on the backs of Overdogs. They are still in the man advantage. Of course, they have the plant. Just now, Xerix is back. Finds 2 players in the middle. And that may seem like the end for the Czechs. That have to save now the only USP on Drew. At least he could pick some damage up. He goes for Xerix, but there's Curry the trade, and just 1 kill for the Devils. Oh, not much happened, of course. It was full eco with only that 1 smoke. We're gonna finally see the first game round of the Czech side, and they probably wanna go a bit aggressive, as we've seen in the past group stages of the Playzone Czech Championship Tour. But luckily, they still make it to defend. He picks up kill at the middle. Putsk trades the kill. That leaves the bomb site only on one man, and that's Altex that has to wait out his opponents. There's only one guy at the B bomb site. He might be great at hiding, but we expect two. Zerxter up close. He finds the head of Altex, and that leaves the bomb site B open for the Overdogs. And just now retake 3v3 without the utility with only one flash. That's not enough to retake this. The only hope are the Enforce. The Devils gonna carry. So it's 4v3 for the Overdogs. There's still the bomb site up under control, and it seems the Devils, their only hope is to save. As they got no defuse kit, and only Enforce with one flash and smoke. That's really not enough. You need lots of nades to retake the B bomb site. There might be kill to take. Dragon goes out with a knife, but finds TDH's head. And that's how the third round is gonna end in the favor of Sweets. And we didn't really see the playstyle that I'm expecting from the Devils. I know these opponents are a bit stronger, as we've seen 2 LJ TV profiles and 9-2 scoreline. It's nothing to really play with, and you need to respect those players. But you can't really leave them much of a space. Or does too, obviously. We're gonna see probably another higher paced round from the Swedes. They're gonna take up the long control. Nimp's trying to get the open. Finds no one. Yet the Devils split up on the B set and short. And it seems that Devils gonna save the utility as well. Because they got only 2 smokes left. And 1 molly. It's just they still quite a clever boost for Drew on short. I would not really expect this position, and neither will Overdogs. They probably gonna try to take up middle. There is the Zerxter already tagged up. And spots Drew, he needs to fall back now. This kind of gives away the information for checks. 1 minute left. And no one wants to find the entry. It is a molly at short, but maybe Haystack is going to be in a bit of trouble. Molly forces him away, but there is nice flick from Nimps. He opens the round at the long. But there's Mikey with running deek shot on Kiri. Great stuff from this Moravian guy. Another molly to help out at mid control. But there's 30 seconds left. And Overdogs need to decide where they want to go. It seems like long control is going to be the only option that they are left with. And it's going to be just one player. And that's Drew on the long. With 3 players running up towards this bomb site. He picks up another one. Even though Zerxter gonna trade the kill. And of course, there is now a try from Mikey. He misses both jump shots, at least puts up Putsk on 50. Even though there's now 2 players running up, and there's still a way to deal with it. Putsk with a great triple to save the A-bomb site. And it seems the Devils gonna let another round slip. Even though they've had it all the time, they have 30 seconds left. They just need to defend the bomb site. And even though there was great trade from Drew on long, 2 kills were still not enough, and somehow Overdogs salvaged the round. We are in another buy round. Zerxter a bit tagged up from Altex to the B bomb site. It's a slow pace for the Swedish mix, and I hope it's gonna work out pretty well, as there might be some impatience in the camp of the BloodyDevils. Just wallbanks. No kills yet, and not enough utility for the Devils. Might complicate their lives just now. Or just took the middle control at least. They want to get to the B bomb side, but there's Curry somehow dodging the bullets of Mikey. His orb can deal lots of damage, but he needs the position. somehow worked with. And yet there is someone sneaking into the way. Curry has got 2 players in CT. Mikey didn't check him, but they still haystack the trade. And somehow restored as Overdogs gonna take the B-bomb site. There is just Outlaws already against the free. He needs to put a lot of work in just now. Smoke is in, and he at least picks up. Great transfer on Putsk, but there's two players to go. Nips goes down, and Altex may just finish the round for the Devils. Their first in the CT health. Great stuff from this Slovak sniper and anchor at the B-bomb site. And so it is, 41 for the Overdogs. At least there's another buy round from the Devils. They couldn't really make it that clean, but it seems it might be ending this round as long control is already taken. There are 3 players there hiding, and they still haystack. And Drew is gonna find 2 kills. At least scare away the guys in the middle, but there is Mikey to trade with his up. This only helps the Devils find the edge on the round. 5v2 for them. And Mikey is gonna have 2 players walking into the doors of the Dust 2. Not a flick from him and finishes up the round. 3rd kill. And nice hold of mid doors. Just a pleasure watching these players, both of the teams, really finding the picks and somehow open the map just by their guns. There was really not much utility to throw at, and it seems it's already thrown away Overdogs' economics, as they only invested into few pistols and a nade. But Mikey is aware that they're gonna have a bad buy and goes down for Zeriksta. And it's TDH to put down Putsk. And then leaves 3 players in front of the B-bomb site. Wandering around. What can they pick off? It's just a small set of utility and Digo P50. Of course, there might be some pressure on the B-bomb site. Flashes out, and Mikey needs to find more frags. He goes for the first. There's also still Outtex ready and waiting for another frag, but it seems Overdogs kind of realize the situation. They want to take some other control of the map. Middoors might be the way, but Drew finds the zing. Now finds the kill and the second as well. Beautiful work from the Czechs. And they really dealt with the eco pretty well. They didn't even die. So that helps a lot. You know, if you leave gun to a T site, you can be sure that it's gonna be hurting a lot. And there could be an AK that really puts a lot of pressure, and some of the players might be wondering what they are capable of. But of course, we are now in the round number 8, and after a small tactical pause, I would assume from the Overdogs, we're gonna go into the buy round. Again, the buy round. After 2 rounds, there's some money for the Swedish team. And we're finally gonna see Mikey with his ult hopefully shine at the middle. It is no one to find. Meanwhile, the other 3 players up on mid, waiting for some open. But they need to go for it. Sure, it's being taken by the Overdogs. Fragan finds the entry. And now there's TDH to deal with. He picks up too fast. 3 kills in a quick succession. Great spray transfer for this guy. And there's Hasty to pick off Curie at long. And just Zeriksta alone against 4 players. What can he make this round? No. He won't make it. As Mikey goes for the wall bank to finish it off and put a 4th point for the Devils. Finally, some great comeback after the not really a great start of the half, of course, but they certainly can climb up. And of course, they have the strength to get some points on the board. just now against the full eco, it seems. Just a couple of eagles. That's the only thing that can be a bit scary in this round. And I'm really admiring that both sides don't want to gamble anything and let the opens to be in the last seconds of the round. But maybe Mikey wants to change this, and he's got 2 players at the Xbox area. Nice nade, both tagged. 430. Of course, another follow-up nade. Kind of hit it, but Nims at long finds Haystack. That's a signal. They need to take the long control, as they only drew at the A side. But luckily, there's TDH to come up and help a bit. The last man at the A side to defend. Smoke City might help Overdogs to get a bit close to the bomb site. But of course, there is a guy that's short. It's gonna peek and annoy. The Druid, the ace die, but there is another spray. Unlucky, Fragan picks up the kill. And then there is still TDH in the smoke. Somehow dodges the bullets. But then Mims finds the kill anyways. 2v2. Devils need to go fast, as there is not only one defuse kit. But luckily, Outex manages to go for it and picks up last 2 defenders of the A side. And the defuse, of course, that means that BloodyDevils finally find the 5th point and take the lead since the first round that they've lost. And of course, this is another bye for the Overdogs. They need to go for round after round, and they can't slip any rounds at the side, of course. As you may know, this is not really that 50-50 map. Sometimes cities have a hand. But this might change as Miss being taken by the Overdogs and the flash up. And A side is being overthrown by the Swaits. This put up -20. But nice nade from Drew. Another one takes up Fragan on 30. This C2 usage is really mind-blowing when it comes to dealing damage and stopping the enemies. Of course, there is more to go. 1 minute 15 remaining. Overdogs still don't have mid control. Maybe just now might find some corpses flying around, but they have to get through the Devils. They get a bomb site, kinda concerns through. He goes for a wide peek and Curry punishes him. But then there's Fragan, somehow burns in a molly. Meanwhile, taking the A side, there's also Zerixta finding the opening in the back of the Devils, and somehow there are the Overdogs at the B bomb site, where there's no one hiding, and TDH and Haystack have a tough job to somehow retake this. Yet there is a wide peek from Putsk. Nips trades back, and this leaves TDH 1v2 Zerixta on 3 HP and 2 mollies in a play. They're still off to work with. That's how Overdogs can take the round. Flashing out. Nips misses the shot, but there is still Zerixta at the right angle, at the right time, and somehow Overdogs find the round into that pocket. 5-5 at the moment. And it seems that money is infinite on both sides. Another buy from both. We're gonna see again Mike with his up. Meanwhile, Nips gonna take up with him as well, but long control might be a bit of a key for it. Overdogs, they're gonna run into the flash. Yet there is Drew that picks up 2 nice kills, fully blinded. Usage pinpointed at right time, but there's Outex, fights up Zerixta in the smoke. Eventually fights him, and that leaves Overdogs 2v5 against the Devils. A small chance of a recovery. They still got lots of time, 1 minute 20 on the clock, and this means they can easily sneak out somewhere. But they need to find the opening kill. They wanna risk the round. Carry might be wondering, where is Drew? As he still stands behind the doors and says small hello. Just Imps, 1v5 with the op. Is there another KDS? At least for now it is. Mikey goes down, then there is Haystack, he takes him up, and finally finishes his life. And the round 11, Devils again in the lead. Another pulse. I can just guess that it's Overdogs. They lost 2 rounds in a row. And yeah, their money situation isn't looking bright. They might have a force with some Tech 9s. Maybe Xerxes can buy an ult for Nims, but this ain't enough. Lucky Devils at least have some luck on the money side. They already took 2 AKs and keep on the op of Mikey. Overdogs eventually went for the hero AK mid that was kind of used in 2020 with Simple. But will he make his work? Isn't frag on Haystack. The molly is gonna hurt a lot. Eventually burns down with the disgrace on his face. And it's now the AK lost 4v4. Only Drew at the A bomb side needs to go for Curry. He gets the kill, and now 4v3 situation for the Czechs. They certainly have the edge in the guns. They still got the open play. But bomb is working its way on the A bomb side. Drew though spots the heads of the players. Fragan though, a bit luckier, puts down the last defender of A. And bomb is coming in just now. It's still possible retake for Team BloodyDevils. They need to go up the opposition. Spots Fragan. Outex. First entry kill. Needs to be his. He's got the AK. And must find the kills. Right now, right here. Goes for Nims. Sprays down Putsk. And just Fragan at middle. He needs to give this up. Or will he? Mikey misses the shot. And it's still a great attempt from Fragan. But no Kevlar. Finishes up his life. Kind of unlucky situation for Overdogs. They find the great opening kill at Drew and TDH. But somehow they still can't close the round with just the Eagles and hiding in the place. Still, Overdogs have 2 ops, and that's very unusual for the T side. There might be more concerns about long. No damage from the utilities. Well, it didn't kill anyone yet. Who kills is Mikey. Goes for Curry, and then there is a mid take for the Overdogs. They want to punish their mistakes. But flashes from Mikey may help out a bit. TDH goes wide with Mikey and go for 2 kills in real. Yet there's Fragan 1v5. Picks up TDH and still wants to make this round work. Mikey misses, and that gives him the edge in the round. Also, Haystack important shots, but somehow picks off the last guy from the Overdogs. And it's 8-5 for the Devils. I know. Good mood in their camp. Even though they sometimes lose the aim fights, it seems like their positions are totally on point. Like, Drew is playing car when the Overdogs are running up A side, and he picks up 2 kills. Outex just demolishes guys at B. Yeah, this seems like they had it all planned. But will Outex expect another guy in the tunnel? He won't. Nips picks up the kill at B bomb side, and retake is now quite unfortunate for the Devils, but maybe in the flank. Mike can pick up the kill, but Xerxes finds his position, and the backstabber is put down. Maybe just Haystack at the smoke. He wants to be the hero of the day. But he needs to find more kills than just 1. EDH in the flank, though. Tries to put down Xerxes. But Xerxes is meanwhile already at middle. Goes for kill on Drew. Now punished by Haystack. And there's still Nims to take down the guy in the B bomb site. And TDH must save. There's no other way. He needs to run, and run fast as the round ends for the Overdogs. And to pick up the 6 point. Of course, great shots from them as they were surprised Altex at the B bomb site. He's seen the molly and he was like, yeah, nobody's gonna be there. And then Nims just rushes out the smoke and molly, why not? But last round of the half, there's still a chance to take a point for the Overdogs. IGN wants to pick up the first cut round, but somehow finds no one in the middle. Lisan, great bait of the utility on the CT side. And they leave out middle again. It seems like Overdogs is gonna take it without noticing the other counterpart. There might be a slim chance to get some kill on middle, but it didn't find anyone yet. He might be in a bit of trouble, but like I don't know why Overdogs play it so passively. They could just run out Drew in the CT position and he couldn't really react. Neither his teammates, but Overdogs have something else in mind. They want to take A once again. Smoking short for a run up. And 2 players at Coronet and Ram must defend this at any cost. 5 players are running out. Nips goes for the open, but they still TDH or Drew hiding in the bomb site. Flash is awesome. He goes for the second kill. Springs down almost there stops, but then it's still Curry fighting for his life. Just Haystack now. 1v3. He's a free kill. Picks up Zerix down the 11. And there's Fragan. Doesn't finish up the shot. And that might leave the space for Haystack. He sticks to the fuse. 2 seconds. There might be a bit of a wandering. Zerix though gets punished. And Curry might just wait out that Haystack is gonna defuse the bomb. And makes the ninja play of the game. At least. BloodyDevils winning the CT side with 9-6 score line. And somehow with a great advantage. If they win the pistol and the anti-eco and maybe the gun round, I feel that there might be 12 points for the Devils, but of course they need to win the first round. Otherwise, Overdogs got to take over and at least try to stabilize the situation. Maybe 8-9, maybe 9-9 if the gun round won't work. But we've seen quite a positive side of BloodyDevils on CTs. I just hope that their team is going to be a bit more aggressive as they need to find the openings at every side of the map. And Overdogs, they must react as well. Their T side was really slow, as was BloodyDevils. But I hope they're going to learn something from this and maybe punish the Devils. It seems there's only one man make this work. And yet he falls back against 4 Devils. Already up long. Nimps though goes down. Haystack finds the open and frag. It takes down Patsk on 10 HP. And this isn't going well for the CTs. It might be really going on, but still. Frags are incoming. Only dings for Curry. Haystack though, he wants to go for more frags, so he picks up the double with the Glock and finishes off 2 weak enemies. Now just Curry and 9 HP. Somehow dodges the bullets, but there's also Fragan to help him out with. He tries to go for the kill, but now left alone. 1v4 with Haystack hungry for the kills. He gets the 4th, just like a breakfast, you know. Or in these times, it should be a snack. You know, when you're hungry in the middle of the night, you just go out to the fridge and eat something. Yeah, that's Haystack right now. He wants those pistol round frags. And he's gonna need them. He bought the AK just now and he feels quite well. As the nade's gonna come in. But it seems that Overdogs don't want to give up so easily. There is Zerixta. At B bomb side, a bit more forced away. He at least picks up the kill on Altex and leaves Devils in 4v5 situation. They still got a bit better equipment for the fights at a long distance, but it seems they want to copycat their enemies and play it a bit more safely. There's some info. That's all the Devils have. ESEA wants to make a difference. He tries to find a kill at short, but somehow he can't find Putsk in the smoke. He eventually jumps down to CT and that leaves Devils 4 on short, and they need to execute a bomb site. Otherwise, they are very screwed with the time. Just the Eagles and the Scout must defend this against AKs and Galil. But of course, they might just switch things up. TTH running up to CT. If he finds the backline of Overdogs, it's all over. Miss from Nims is gonna cost him his life. Yet there is a kill from Curry with a nice nade. Let's go. Puts up a kill on the Eagle. Curry finds another one. And just TTH jump shots. Curry finds the kill on Put. Also spins and tries to put down last defender of the bomb site. But there is still Zerixta that's waiting patiently, and he just nails. He's got all the time of the world and makes the 7th for Overdogs. Even though there was great attempts from TDH, he found 3 kills with jumping Sean on Curry. That one's gonna be remembered really well. And of course, Devils won't make it any easier. They forced again. They gotta take long control. Now, of course, the guns away from the Overdogs. Lots of flashes now. Many long players are flashed. But TDH, get a knife. Trying to equalize the situation with Altex. Only Hasek finds the kill. There is something into it. Long isn't lost yet as Hasek feels he needs to do a bit more. Curry though puts down his body, and it's just Mikey tagging up of Curry through the wall. Let's go. Finds a kill with USP, and it seems the Devils now have to go for the bomb plant. They can't really locate anyone. The team of Overdogs. Of course, those HP bars aren't looking well. But if Drew finds the guy in lower tunnels, and that's Fragan. He goes down and gives an edge for the Devils. 2v2, and they're gonna head towards the B bomb site. TTH stepping a lot, but we expect Zerixta. He wants great position at car. This leaves Drew 1v2. He can find 2 deeks, but only puts on for 60. Eventually finds the deek. And now 1v1 against the M4. If Drew makes this, it's gonna be amazing for the Devils. And a real graveyard for hopes of Overdogs. There's an attempt. Zerixta though, he knows he's got time. And now Drew has to want the bomb now. But there's still a stop of the defuse. And finally, the kill was found by Zerixta. He ends the round. But it seems that the Force did a lot more than it should. Overdogs have to buy up to the 0. While Devils can just eco and maybe punish the aggression with a couple of Deagles or P50s that they now just bought. And of course, they're gonna head towards the B bomb site. The best rashing site. For rations, of course. And Mikey though, a bit overstepping and long control. Now, great spray transfer from Curry. He goes for 3 kills in a row. And yet there's a cleanup through red middle. Fragan is a Rick step. Finish the round in the anti-eco in the favor of Overdogs. And it seems we have almost equalized the scoreline since the start of the last half. 9-10 as Devils had the lead. But still, it's only 1 round. It's between them and having a tied match. They will again be a bit more spicy as Mikey goes up the long. through the flashes, through the bodies, and he goes for the kill. Puts down, he's feeling well, and picks down 2 players of the BloodyDevils. Now just him and 1 more player defending the bomb site. I think Mikey was a bit more greedy than he should. It cost him the life and, of course, Hasek. And now Overdogs know the positions of their opponents, and it seems they're just gonna scramble them in between the two. They are really stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's now. There's Curry hunting the enemies with the MP9 and makes some money in return. 10-10. The scoreline is equaled. And I'm not saying this, but at the start of the half, I had to mention that if Overdogs win the round, they might make even and yeah. I might be from the future, so if you want to know the numbers in the lottery, just call on number 5605 and maybe I'll answer you. But of course, there is still Curry. It wants to make some assumptions about a short. Hasek though now tries to at least get the bomb plant, but it's down. So that to make it a bit more tough. Mikey though, a nice 1D on Zarek stand to make it a bit more exciting, but Nims finishes the round. And yeah, we are Overdogs in the lead. And BloodyDevils will be sweating a bit. Few hopes against them. But luckily they at least have some utility to get on the nerves of the Overdogs. By the way, in the last match of Dust 2 that wasn't streamed, it was the overtime that Devils lost 20-22. I hope it's not gonna repeat today and we're gonna see the win, of course, but right now it won't really. I wouldn't really imagine that they could win this. They've lost 4 in a row and there might be a bit more to go. Yet TBH at least evens out the damage on Curry. One minute on the clock, and Devils still not decided where they're gonna go. Maybe Maggie finds the kill, but Mims decided that he wants it. And that leaves Devils in 45 again. Really horrible situation as they got almost no map control. Just over the middle. 2 players are boosted up. Curry through the wall, above the smoke, puts down Hasan or Hasek. And just 3 players of the Devils. I'm not sure how they're gonna run away from this. 30 seconds left and just a couple of smoke. They are left with. They're still up over Zarexta. He wants to make it a bit more spicy for them. Picks up already Outex and in the smoke. It's still Drew that wants to go for the bomb line. But yet there is flash down. TBH somehow manages to fail his spray. And just Drew in 15 seconds. They might be picking on Zarexta. But Curry is here to put the last nail out of the coffin for the BloodyDevils. And yeah, Overdogs, they certainly have some better feelings right now as they somehow managed to make the economy and they pick off the entry in every round. They don't let the BloodyDevils take the bomb site. And it seems like there might be a small choke from the Devils. I just sense it. You know, like if you lose 4 to 5 rounds in a row, there might be something wrong in here. But hopefully this small pause that we are in here right now might help them figure out where are the mistakes and get some game plan in. Meanwhile, as we're gonna go over the stats of the BloodyDevils, they've played Dust already 4 times. Today is their 5th. I hope they're gonna bring something up if they might take the map for themselves and establish the 11th point in their scoreboard. But of course, in the ESEA Open, that's what matters, you know. The top team is gonna advance, and those that lie beyond the point of proceeding, oh, they're gonna be swearing a lot. I can promise you that. And who might be swearing? Our players of the Devils. They're gonna go up middle and pick up the AWP. It is standing there. Nims and Zerixta, both at least taken up. But they eventually survive and establish themselves at the A side. A couple of smoke of the Devils. That's something that's dividing the line between the victory and the lose. More Flash and TDH chimes in as the first man to take down Nips through the smoke and the box. The A bomb site is now clear, but what if Putsy is gonna make it a bit more spicy? Even though TDH, nice 1D from him, and just 2v2 now. Devils might pick this one up. They have to chase Zerixta at Ram, but he goes wide and picks up the needed kill. But they drew with a nice double, and he somehow salvages the round out of eco for the win. And yeah, Overdogs might be now shaking their heads like, what the hell happened? You know, we've had the bomb side, we've killed 2 other players, but somehow they still won the round. Well, yeah, power of the egos, I would say, and that's something well known for the Czech scene. Ouch, as the Rick. Well, he needs to make an apology, but Aldous needs to apology to Nimps as he goes for the first frag of the round, and great entry, I would say. Even though he was flashed, still a great pick from him. And so Devils, again, they have to play with the disadvantage of a 4v5 now. It seems like Devils just let them get the entry and somehow go for the clutch plays. You know, that's something very normal, like a transition for them. Of course, Czech scene is well known that we've got great aimers and clutchers and those players that can really hold up. But it seems it's not enough as Nims picks the round up with great utility from his enemy, but Hasek wants to get to the A side, stopped by Nims. And at least they can now progress with the A side. EDH and Mikey, only 2 men against 4 Sweets. This Mikey crosses to the site. And yeah, there's the bomb. Yeah, he needs to go for 2 kills along. He wants to make it at least even. But yeah, still players hunting him. Smoke is gonna be his only thing that's gonna cover him, because TDH now falls down and it's just his ult to work with. But Nims and Putsk again hit the round on board for the Swedes, and it almost looks like there might be no money on the Czechs as they go into the round number 24. Or 25, I might say. Yeah, Altex just got a little, not really enough utility on him, but at least Mikey has the money for the AWP. Eventually, Overdogs gonna need the double AWP against Mikey. You know, 2 are more than 1, of course, and that also kind of really means that AWPs are a powerful weapon. Yeah. Even though Putsk already at A long control, that's really deep position. I wouldn't imagine getting even there as myself. And right now the jury is gonna spot him. Maybe Molly is gonna be the answer for him. Prey is in, but Putsk still leaves away with just 70 HP. This Devil's already up mid with 1 minute remaining. They need to find the open as soon as possible as they head to the A bomb site. Curry, though, he's sneaking in the smoke. He might find TDH. That's already happening. And also attack from Drew. At least puts down him, but still, just a 4v4. And the Devils already make their way on B-bomb side. Just their guns, that's all they need to do. 30 seconds, up close and personal for Fragan. He picks down one player and almost stacks down Mikey, but he still manages to survive. And just as Derek stand at B-bomb site, he needs to go big or go home. Asek though ends his life, and now 2v2. Devils need to plan right now. 10 seconds. There's no room for waiting, and that's why Nips goes down just now. Only Putsk 1v2 puts down Drew, and up close, Asek has the trigger finger on. And the BloodyDevils, after a small pause, get another round. This leaves the Swedes again with really hard decision to buy or not to buy, and they decided to stick with at least MP9 and all pistols, of course. But their nades might be hurting a bit more. Haystack already up close on 50, and Drew takes that as well. USPs, though, a bit more cheeky. Zerxta also opens a frag at B-bomb site. And yeah, Mikey and TDH are now in a rough spot against 5 Swedes and already 1 backstabbing him from the T-spawn. They need to be quick, or this may very well turn out well for the Swedes. On the eco, TDH though escapes the death. Mikey finds a double at middle, and yet loses his gun and life. Oh, fighting for at least an AK. It's now just TDH against 3 guns. 2 AKs, an M4 or MP9. Look for the corpses. Get just the AK. 25 HP. It's a very terrible position that he's in, but I believe he can make it work now. He picks up Kirby at tunnels, but timing ain't there. And Overdogs, with small investment, make a big return, and you're gonna see them slowly close out the game, 14-12. I really wish the Devils could somehow break this curse that they have on them, and at least find a few more rounds, make it more exciting for them. Another pause, it might be just from the Devils. As there's a lot in stake. You know, winning this map might mean a lot to him or them. As they've got 10-1 scoreline in the ESEA Open, I just hope that they're gonna pick this one as well. Because they've lost one that's before, as I was saying, and I hope it's gonna be today again. I really wish them to advance. So that's why they should put a bit more into this game and finish it up for themselves. Yet in this round, they got just the Eagles already running up mid control, but Nips and Zerxta with their ropes. Gonna pick slowly, one by one, up and short, and that leaves just Outdex against the Ops. At least puts down one, and can, so with full utility somehow, make it more spicy. And there's Zerxta. I think it's back, so he might not be in this position for more long. Just the Digo now. That's all he has. Wallace ready in his back and needs to go in to give the round to the Swedes. This means match point for the Overdogs. And yeah, we are now watching a small choke from the Devils, and they let the Overdogs take the lead. But this got too far, I would say. They need to step up now, Pulse. I just hope they can get more rounds. Again, long control from them. And they need to make it work right now. Nips attack down to -20, but still finds the answer against Mikey's ult. So now 45. Again, really tough spot for the Devils. They still have the utility to clear some positions, of course. In 1 minute on the clock with 15 seconds. Yeah, this got to be the round of the win. But Fragan thinks different. And he at least picks up 1 kill while Drew trades 2. 2v3 now, TDH and Hasek. They might have to make it themselves heroes, but Curry and Nips, they changed their minds. And close out the game for the Overdogs. I will really say that this is something of a victory for the Devils. Yeah, 12-6 as they've had lead, 10-6 in the start of the half. Yeah. I just wish them luck in the next match. That's already tomorrow. And I'm gonna be hearing you soon. My name was Sheepy. And I wish you a pleasant night.